We have a voicemail number. That number is 219-2-David-P. Here is our friend, the troll man, asking a question which does not understand burden of proof. Listen to this.
Hey, David, it's Juan. I know this question is probably going to sound trollish. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
So you say that Republicans get caught committing voter fraud,
right?
Possibly because they're not very smart. Would that mean...
I actually didn't say that. I said Republicans are the ones who keep getting caught committing the voter fraud, even though they're the ones who say it's the left that's doing it.
The Democrats could be committing voter fraud, but aren't getting caught because they are smart. It's just a question. The reason I ask it is because I find it unreasonable or illogical or almost impossible for there not to be at least one case of a Democrat committing voter fraud.
Yeah, there are isolated, you can find a case of a Democrat committing voter fraud. This is what's called a special pleading and a misplaced burden of proof. And so the example that I often will give is someone comes to you and they say, "Sir, David, there's an elephant in the room with you right now as you are doing the show." And I would say, "Okay, well, usually when there's elephants are big. I don't see an elephant." They go, "Well, is it possible the elephant's invisible?" Okay, maybe the elephant's invisible. Let me put down some baby powder, because certainly if there's an elephant in here that's invisible, as they walk around or breathe, they will move some of the baby powder. And they go, "No, because not only is it invisible, it's weightless and it's suspended in the air. So it's not going to move around the baby powder." And I go, "Okay, well, you know what? Let me do this. Let me throw a ball. And if there's really an elephant here, then the ball will bounce off." They go, "No, because it's a special elephant where matter can pass through it." And you keep adding these. At some point, the burden of proof has to be on you to prove that there's an elephant in the room. And similarly here, the Republicans insist that Democrats are the ones committing voter fraud. It's almost never happening, but anecdotally, it's Republicans that keep getting caught. So then to come back and say, well, is it possible that it's really Democrats mostly committing it, but they're smarter and committing it better, so they're not getting caught? Well, at some point, the burden has to be on you to prove that. The fact that Republicans just insist Democrats are committing voter fraud, absent any evidence, at some point, you have to prove your hypothesis about what's going on. All right, Trollman, please, and thank you. We have a great bonus show for you today. Russia may be bracing for a default and rapidly approaching one. We will talk about the impact it may have. Connecticut has passed a bill to make the state a safe haven for abortion providers, the opposite of what's happening in Oklahoma, as we talked about earlier. And Joe Biden's support among Gen Z and millennials is collapsing. Why is it collapsing? We will talk about it and more on today's bonus show. Please sign up at joinpacman.com to get instant access to the bonus show. You'll also get the daily show 6 hours earlier than everybody else when you are a member. Sign up at joinpacman.com. We will see you then.